Hey treasures, welcome back to my channel. I know my hair is up in like a nice cute like Elsa braid and I'm in a completely different background. I will get more professional next week and do the backdrop thing again, but bear with me. So this week I decided to talk about something that is happening, but recently happened. I would say about 3 weeks ago, and it was the fact that I got ghosted. About like 2 weeks ago, I was talking to this guy, and for the sake of this video, we are going to call him Muffin. Him on Tinder. It's another Tinder video. So I would say like years ago I had known like Muffin existed in the world, okay? Me and him had matched plenty of times, and every single time like I would talk to him because he was just one of those guys. The very few times that I would be shooting my shot, it was like with this guy. I wanted him so bad. So I would always like shoot my shot with him, and he always, obviously he matched with me, so he like found me attractive, but like he would just like drop the conversation, and I just, you know, chalked it up to like being him, and I would like let it go because, you know, boys are expendable, you know? Long couple months ago, I matched with him, and I was like, I messaged him, and I was like, damn, is this like telling us like we're meant to be or something stupid like that? And he was like, I don't know, is it? And then we were talking back and forth for like a little bit, and then I asked him for his Instagram because I was like, let me like get off of Tinder, you know? And so he gave me his Instagram, and then we followed each other, and then like that was it. Like he stopped replying to me, so I unmatched him, and like that was it. So I posted this picture on my Instagram, and honestly I didn't even really like it, you know, when you just like post because you have to post something. It's been like a long time, so I was like something like that, like I barely even liked the picture, like it was shit quality, just like no. And so I posted that picture, and for some reason like everybody liked that picture. Like people, like I went to work and people like told me about that picture. I don't know why, but he ended up like sending the picture to me in like a DM, and he was like, damn. And so then we started talking that way, and I was just like, what the fuck? Out of all the pictures to get someone's attention, like this is the one that you like it's trash. But anyways, so then him and I get to talking, and like we're flirting and stuff like that, and then I ask him for his Snapchat because people love to talk on Snapchat. So then I ask him for his Snapchat, and he gives it to me, and then me and him get to talking on Snapchat. Now, for the next couple of weeks, him and I are talking on Snapchat. I would say pretty much like every single day. There'd be like a few days here and there where he would not answer me, and I would just send like a double message like 2 days later or something like that, or like send him a picture, and then we'd get back into like our conversation. Like Muffin was so nice that I was literally just like, this just seems way too good to be true. Like, what is wrong with this kid? And I would go to my friends, and I would literally just be like, there's something wrong here. Like he's way too nice, and he's too good looking to be this nice. Like there's just obviously something wrong here. And I'm like, maybe he has like a girlfriend or something, like I don't know, because he was just way too good looking in my opinion, and he was just the sweetest person like I had ever met. So I was like, what the, you know, I would ask him like all the time, like, do you have like a girlfriend, blah blah blah, and he would just be like, no, like, and he would literally be like flirting with me like super hardcore, and is like, no, like I'm just waiting for you like to like make me yours, like blah blah blah. And I was like, no, like you have a girlfriend. And he's just like, no. And like I didn't say it like so many times, but I did say it like more than once, like to maybe like try and like catch him off guard, because I was like, this makes no sense, like you have to have a girlfriend, like it makes no sense. Two types of guys on Tinder. There is the one where they will like ask you to hang out like right away, and then there's the one who won't ask you to hang out at all. Then there's ones in the middle, which are the ones that I like, and they'll talk to you a little bit first and then see if you guys click, and then they'll ask you to hang out. Those ones, by the way, don't exist. Muffin happened to be the type of guy that did not really like ask you to hang out. Like he would say things to be like, oh yeah, like when I see you, like this will happen, or like when I see you, like yeah, like let's get ice cream, like that type of thing. But like he would never actually be like, oh, like are you like free anytime soon? And yes, they're in a pandemic, but like still, like ended up talking to him, and we were talking pretty much like back and forth and flirting, and we were talking for some reason like on Instagram, and we were talking on Snapchat at the same time. So we're having two different conversations, like, you know how couples do that stupid shit. And so we're having like two different conversations. And then I ended up talking to him and stuff like that, and he ends up telling me that it's his birthday that Monday coming up. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I end up going to work, and I'm like telling my friends at work, and they're just like, oh my god, like he's so cute. And I'm like showing them like our messages, because I'm like, look, like how nice he is, like something is wrong with him. And my one girlfriend, she's just like, okay, honestly, you need to hang out with him, like he's so cute, like do not blow this opportunity. And I'm like, listen, there's something wrong with him, like I'm not blowing anything, but like I'm just being skeptical, you know. And she's like, forget skeptical, do it. And I'm like, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna like listen to her and like bite the bullet, and like let's hang out when, you know, quarantine's over, maybe for his birthday, but like do it safely, you know, whatever, and hang out for his birthday. This happened to be on a Sunday where I'm messaging him, okay? And I just want to also preface this story, which I probably should have done at the beginning, but because it's a preface, but like whatever. Preface this, the rest of the story anyways, by saying that I didn't have feelings for this guy. Like I had wanted him for years, but like at the same time, like I didn't have feelings, so like I wasn't emotionally like attached. Like it was just this person that I happened to be texting that I was super attracted to, but like that's as far as it went, you know what I mean? Like when I wanted to talk to somebody, because like there'd be times like I would ignore him and ignore everybody. Like when I wanted to talk to somebody, like he was hot, so obviously I wanted to talk to him, like I would talk to him, you know. But like I never caught feelings for him, like where I was like super hurt by this or anything like that. I should have said in the beginning, but anyways, let's carry on. So I ended up messaging him because we were kind of like sharing like types of messages, and I was showing my girlfriend the messages, and she's like, okay, you need to hop on this, like give him like a nice birthday present. And I'm like, okay, like whatever, like let's see what happens. So I ended up messaging him, and I'm like, yo, like let's hang out tomorrow, which happened to be his birthday on the Monday. And he's just like, yeah, because he ended up telling me that like his plans for his actual birthday like were canceled. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. So I was like, yeah, like let's hang out on Monday. And I kind of did it in like a sly way, like, you know. And so he is like, yeah, like I'm so down, like blah blah blah, right? But the thing is, like, I'm I'm really annoying to all my friends, because like I just do not hang out with anybody except for like 3 people. Like I don't hang out with anybody, and it's not necessarily that I'm like super COVID conscious. Like I am COVID conscious, but like it's more so the fact that I just don't want to hang out with people. I don't know, like when I want to hang out with someone, it has to be like that very moment. Otherwise, like I'm done. Like if it's like a planned thing, I will cancel. So at this point in time, I told my friend that he said yes, and she's like, do not cancel on him. Like that's the first thing she said to me. And I was like, I'm like 90% sure that I'm going to, but like, you know, that's good. That's like a 10% chance that, you know, it'll happen. And she's like, I'm just done with you. And I was like, this happened at like 3 p.m. where he's like, yeah, like let's hang out. And then he did not message me for like the rest of my day at work. And so when I got home around like 9:30, 10 o'clock, I was just kind of like, okay, like maybe he's celebrating like with his friends, like whatever, you know, or like with his family. Like obviously his birthday is tomorrow. And so then I end up seeing like a Snapchat, and I see that like he's with his friends, and I'm like, okay, whatever, like obviously he's definitely not my man, so like do you, boo boo, like I'm not gonna bug you type of thing, you know. Okay, I'm gonna say happy birthday to him at like 12, and then I happened to reach like 12:15 and I forgot, and then I was like, you know, I'm gonna say happy birthday to him. So I texted him happy birthday through Instagram, and he is just like, he doesn't say anything. And I ended up sending him something else. I honestly don't remember what it was, and like I haven't heard from him till now. And I ended up sending him like a snap or two, like I think like he never even looked at it. And so, you know, this was like 2 weeks ago where I haven't like heard anything from him. And I woke up on, I want to say like up on Friday, and I was like, you know what? There's still like no message from him. And to be honest, like I'm always talking to other guys because I never fancy anybody, but it's just, obviously like he was attractive and like I had wanted him for years, so it was kind of just like that type of thing. And just this was someone that I was speaking to for like weeks, right? So I ended up just like waking up and I was like, okay, if I don't have a message from him by today, then I'm done. And so then I ended up waking up on the Friday and I did not have a message, and I was like, okay, I'm done. And so I just deleted him off of Snapchat, and that's where we are right now. I had deleted him a couple days ago, and I, still have him on Instagram, and like nothing is weird there. Like he didn't unfollow me or anything like that, vice versa. But I just deleted him off of Snapchat and whatever. And this is what I want to say and why I'm telling this story is like, okay, he had a girlfriend, right? You guys can help me. If he had a girlfriend, then there's no way he could hang out with me, right? Obviously on his birthday. Like his girlfriend's definitely going to be there on his birthday. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't going to tell me that because people with girlfriends and they're talking to other bitches aren't going to tell the bitch that, So that is my theory. However, obviously I don't know and I'm not going to ask because I don't care that much. I care enough to obviously make a story time about it because like it's okay content, but I'm not going to message him and like bring him down and make him reply to me. Like I don't have time for that shit. Like I do not care that much whatsoever. Honestly, it's just like, okay, well, maybe next year because like I know we're probably a match again or something like that, or like I know you're gonna see another picture at some point when you're not being weird and you're gonna message me again, so whatever, But yeah, that is currently what's going on in my life. What's going on in yours? Like, obviously ghosting has happened, I would say, to pretty much anybody. It really doesn't matter based off of like looks, age, blah, blah, blah. Like ghosting just happens. And like I've done it a few times, but it's just so annoying. Like I've done it like years ago, so long ago, but I've done it like 3 years ago, I just don't really see myself doing it now. Really? Have I done it recently? I don't really see myself doing it now because I just feel like, okay, no, like I'm not into this, or like I just won't talk that much, and like I don't talk that much to people anyways. Like sometimes I'll ignore people, whatever. Like I'm not as clingy as I used to be, so it's not like that big of a deal to me. But I just feel like I wouldn't even ghost anymore. I would just be like, yeah, I'm not down. Like that's all you have to say. Like, yeah, I'm like not down. I don't get like the ghosting stitch. But I haven't really seen anybody being ghosted recently, so maybe this is like this phenomenon is over and people are starting to man up and grow some balls. Let's hope so. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you guys in my next video, so please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Know that you've been on my mind.